So today I wanted to do a video going over some Stalker type guns. So this is actually the PSA krink in 300 blackout. I do have one of the original 45 round RPK mags. Kind of neat, has the pot arm follower put in it. Zastava, zpap, it's the 5.56. Have a Canis adjustable gas piston, Ultimac rail, Russian clone dot optic. Pretty neat. Has the US palm grip. That's just in here to kind of resemble the USP 45. It's CZ though. And then this is a pretty cool one, Makarov, but it's got the I forget what it is, Fab Defense grip. It's also got an extended base plate that my buddy actually makes. So like if you really do dig that 2-round plus extension, hit me up, message me, put it in the comments. I will try to get him to print you some and see if we can get you some. There is the hold on just a second. There is the Palmetto State Armory AKV. I actually think I finally killed it. I think I'm 8,000 plus rounds in. I have worn the rails down to the point that they are actually cracking, that the actual bolt carrier group rides in. So kind of crazy, never thought I'd be able to do that. I did. And then I've got just a it's actually a suppressed 12 gauge Sega clone. It's some Turkish brand, I can't even tell you. It's a cool shotgun, works all right. Okay, so we're never going to talk about how much hair I lost trying to get this thing on. Yeah, that sucks. Okay, so Stalker, fun game. As you can tell probably after a few videos, I am a little bit of a gamer. That's fun. A bit like one. Got a little husky around the midsection. So yeah, I mean this fits more of the Stalker vibe, right? Like especially with the big bakelite mag. Yes, it is a loaded mag, but nothing in the chamber. She's clear. Yeah, so pretty cool. Dead Air Wolverine suppressor. Got the 45 round bakelite. It's the Russian redwood grips. Has a primary arms, SLX 3X prism, I think it is. It's got the 7.62 by 39 and 300 blackout reticle in it with a drop BDC. Also has the kill flash in it. Pretty cool little piece of kit. It's a really awesome little gun. The only thing about it is with that red dot on, you can't quite fold the stock all the way, but still pretty cool. Yeah, so pretty neat little piece if you don't bump your eyeball with it. And then the other little tidbit is this little guy. So like I say, gonna plug my friend here a little bit, but so he makes these extensions that gives you a +2 capacity for your Makarov. He just started making these for me. Really neat. Haven't had any issues with it as far as functioning goes. He slotted it and everything so that the follower can ride in it. Very, very neat. This does have the Fab Defense grip. So what it does is it gives you the ability to release the heel release with your thumb. So it's a little difficult with the extension to get your thumb in there with these little extended base plates, but voila, it comes right out with that grip. Really cool. I have big bear paws anyway, and then it also gives me a little spot for my pinky to kind of follow on. Not bad at all. Really cool piece. Like I say, I'm gonna talk to him, see about him making some of those. So if you're interested, I guess give me a shout. But yeah, so Stalker guns, pretty neat. I do have to say that's a pretty cool game. I'm not too big into the whole Ukrainian conflict and everything going on. You know, it's none of my business. It's not my area. I can't believe, you know, I mean, we're helping them out. I would hate to think that we're, you know, we're the ones that help contribute to that deal. But anyway, besides the fact, nobody can argue with all the cool shit coming out of there, all the really cool guns that we wish we could get in the United States. Very jealous that I can't have a real Bulgarian or Russian krink, apart from crime or spending $5,000 to get one. Not very fun at all. Don't want to spend that kind of money. PSA offers some really good AKs. I mean, I've got over 8,000 on that AKV, and I finally wore the frame rails out, rubbed the holes through them. So I mean, that's pretty crazy. I don't know many people putting 8,000 plus rounds on guns nowadays, especially with the market and the costs being the way they are. Yeah, and I just kind of wanted to put on all the Russian kit that I have, you know, the A&A tactical vest. I got some, the top is a real Russian. The bottoms didn't want to break out my like really expensive real Russian ones, but this is a real top. And then I had the gas mask, which is a vibe, a Stalker, you know. And then, yeah, not so good for being a big old woolly mammoth. But anyway, so yeah, this is a cool little dude. It's pretty awesome. I got a tree back there, and I got some other stuff down here to block me. I figured I would run a couple rounds for you. I don't have any ears on. It's pretty quiet. 300 black. These are supers. I'm gonna try it out of this awesome bag. Just yeah, just run it for you, see how it runs. Really neat. All right, I don't even want to talk about the cost of these darn things. I always wanted one of these. I couldn't help it. I got on Gun Broker and was shopping around, and I found one. Unfortunately, I had to pay $140 for it. I wish I could go back when I was a kid. I could have bought those things for, man, I remember seeing them for $10, $12 at the most, maybe $6 a piece. I just was born a little too late. I didn't get to experience the early 2000s Russian guns that came in, you know, whenever I was finally getting adult money and was able to actually start affording these guns. It was pretty well over. The Russian ammo ban, the Russian ban of all kinds was starting to set in, and you couldn't get any of this type of stuff. It really sucked. But thankfully PSA is stepping up and making some cool AKs. I still want an AS Val. I'm that guy in the comments. I've been aggravating PSA to no end since they make 7.62x39 cases. Humor me, make some 9x39, please. Anyway, enough of my soapbox. I will be getting the new Dragunov that showed up at SHOT Show. I have wanted a Dragunov my entire life. I had a airsoft Dragunov SVD. I may drop a picture of me playing around with the old fellas in the old ghillie suit when I was a kiddo, and had that steel single shot airsoft Dragunov, and I don't care what it costs, I'm gonna have it. 8,000 is a little much for a Tiger. I have even considered buying one of those. 35,000 for a real Dragunov SVD. That's, come on guys, that's ridiculous. I mean, if you're some of them collectors buying those guns, cool on you if you got that kind of money, but shame on somebody for not bringing that out to the masses. And the thing is, the Tigers were never banned per se from import in the United States. They were actually considered a sporting rifle. So why we don't have more of those in the United States, I don't know. That doesn't make any sense to me. The Tigers, in my opinion, are actually kind of cooler than the original SVDs with that thicker contour barrel. Man, I would love to have one. I've floated around the idea of buying one, but I was like, dude, that I could buy a new college kid a car essentially for that kind of money. So just Just haven't pulled the trigger on it. But with the guys down in Texas that are going to be releasing that $4,000 Dragunov, I'm going to be working in Texas here pretty soon, actually, down in Abilene, and I am going to make a trip down there to their office, whether they want me to or not, and I'm going to throw money at them until they give me the first model. Just shut up and take my money. Just do it. Just do it. Anyway, so yeah, I'll get the first round, and then maybe whenever they come out with a more precision-based one with the accurate chambering and all that stuff they talked about, match grade chamber, I guess you call it. Would love to see getting one in a 6.5 Creedmoor. I know, everybody's like, ooh, 6.5 over 308. I have shot out to 1,400 yards of the 6.5 Creedmoor, and it done pretty well, and I tried to shoot a 308, and it was like lobbing a rock. Not hating on 308, anything from about 100 yards to about 600 yards, you don't need a 6.5, you know, a 308 will do just fine in there if that's your